Well, hey folks, welcome back. Gardner here. Happy back to normal time day. We ended daylight savings time last night, I guess. But we're back on normal time, standard time, which means that it's light out again in the morning, which is what it should be. And so yeah, it'd be nice to stay on this time all the time. But for now, we'll just be back to normal for now. But anyway, today we are heading to our mushroom spot, of course, and we're in search, hopefully, of the lion's mane. Last year, almost to the day, last year we found our first and only lion's mane on this particular tree at this particular location, and it was a beauty. And we made some Maryland cream of crab soup with the lion's mane, because that's kind of what you do with lion's mane. You use it as almost like an imitation crab meat, and all that soup was fantastic. So we're gonna head back there and see if our tree isn't producing lion's mane once again this year at the same time, same tree, same location, and that's about it. It's a beautiful day, so let's go. We're gonna head there now and go try to get some lion's mane. Hey folks, had to make a quick stop. There's this here persimmons tree. It's right along the road. So probably not the best place to be harvesting wild persimmons, but they always fascinate me. They have to be super ripe, and you're supposed to get them, after the frost. And you only kind of eat, I don't know, let's see. They're messy, they're very messy. And if they're not super ripe, or even if they are super ripe, they can be astringent, which you'll find out immediately. Very nice taste, sweet taste. Sometimes the astringency doesn't come on right away. If they're not super ripe, then you'll get that astringency. I'm not feeling it too much. It's pretty good. They're pretty tasty. But if you eat too much of it, you might get that chalkiness in your mouth. It's not a pleasant feeling. And but one thing I'm interested in, and they're messy too, my gosh. There's a seed in here, okay? And this seed, I'm going to take this home and crack it open. And it's supposed to tell us what kind of winter we're going to have. And if the little white seed in there is in the shape of a knife, that means we're going to have like a cold, windy, harsh winter. If it's in the shape of a fork, it's going to be kind of light and fluffy. The snow might be light and fluffy or something. But if it's in the shape of a spoon, then it's bad news. It means you're going to be shoveling lots of snow. And yeah, our friend on YouTube, Patera, she's into this stuff. She cracked a whole bunch of these open, and sure enough, they were all spoons. Every single one of them were spoons. So we're going to crack this one open as soon as I clean up my hands here, that's for sure. But and see if sure enough this one is a spoon. I'm not gonna really collect a whole bunch of them. I can kind of feel that chalkiness in my mouth, and it's not good to eat too many of these, especially if they're astringent. But you could make some bread or muffins or something like that out of them. They have a nice flavor, and I just like to forage all kinds of stuff: mushrooms, wild fruit, persimmons, and all that sort of thing. So, all right, go clean up my hands and get back to mushroom hunting. Okay, folks, our tree is coming right up here, and we'll be finding out pretty soon if, sure enough, we're going to have lion's mane today. Of course, the slowpoke, she's sniffing every smell in the forest and taking her sweet time. There she comes. There she comes. Yeah. She loves the woods and the trails, but she takes it at her pace. That's why half the time I'm having to carry her. But I think, I think this tree coming up here, I think this is our tree. It's a big multi-stem Silverleaf Maple. Oh yes. I don't know if it's still good, but I see something. I see something. Oh, pretty large. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Folks, this is where it's at, you know, in the mushroom hunting world. You put your time in and you stumble across different trees or different patches of mushrooms. And if you can keep, note as to when and where you found what, trees and mushrooms are very consistent and predictable. And so we're here almost 1 year later to the date. We're 2 days early. And I believe we've got some lion's mane on tap here, folks. This is pretty exciting. So yeah, if you find some desirable mushrooms, take down all of the pertinent information. You know, the time of year, what the conditions were, what type of tree, where exactly it was, all of that. And you'll have yourself your own mushroom spot, for a certain mushroom at a certain time. But anyway, let's, oh my gosh, I can see it. Let's go take a look at this. Okay, folks. Well, as you can see, it looks like somebody already was here and took a nice chunk out of here, or maybe a squirrel or a deer or something. And then also, I think you can see that little one on the interior of the tree. I don't see any others Not that we need any others, because that's a lot of lion's mane right there. It's a little, it's a little yellowing, not, perfectly white, perfectly prime, but that's okay. That is really okay. So anyway, folks, we're gonna go ahead and pick this, harvest it, and then we're gonna bring it home and make something out of it. Okay, well, folks, thanks so much for coming along today. And yeah, we found our lion's mane, and we couldn't be happier. And again, as you can see, it's just beautiful white, flaky meat. It really resembles crab meat. And you put some Old Bay seasoning on there, and all the other ingredients that we added to this. Lemon and butter and parsley and some white wine and heavy cream the oyster crackers. It's just delicious. A little celery in there. And anyway, yeah, thanks a lot. And just remember, you know, if you're going to get into mushroom foraging, and especially, you know, cooking and eating it, you've got to do your research and study each mushroom one at a time, and really learn it. And you know, check multiple sources, whether it's online or in book form. There's some great books out there. And then especially if you can hook up with an expert that can really show you some mushrooms in your area. And again, you know, just one at a time and really learn it. And, you know, never ever eat anything, you know, unless you're 100% positive on the ID. It's very important because, you know, there are some extremely dangerous, even deadly mushrooms out there, and you don't want to make that mistake. So anyway, you know, I've been doing it for a little while now, and I'm really, you know, learning my mushrooms, and I'm learning I'm gaining these mushroom locations, you know, these secret spots, you know. I know this tree is going to produce lion's mane at this time of year. I know that tree on the other side of town, oak tree, will produce maitake at another time of year. I know patches that will produce chanterelles in the summertime, you know, during that time of year. So whenever you find a patch of mushroom or a tree that's producing a mushroom that you want, you know, take note of the location, the time of year, the date, the type of tree, the weather conditions, all of that. And I either put them on a calendar or I put them in my videos. You know, I kind of usually make videos about these mushrooms that I find. So I looked up my videos and found that, you know, I found this lion's mane on that particular tree almost a year ago exactly. We are 2 days early this year. But I knew exactly what tree and what time, the exact date. And sure enough, it produced. So they can be very consistent and reliable. And so anyway, but do your research and be extremely careful and cautious if you're new to this sort of thing. But anyway, this is Maryland style cream of crab quotation soup made with fresh harvested lion's mane. And it's delicious. Very good. Anyway, thanks again, folks. We'll see you again next time. Give us a like and a share and a comment, whatever you want to do. And I will see you again next time. All right. Bye-bye.